How you doing, Scotty Bear? Back with another video. Because of the upcoming elections, I think it's only would be fun to predict what might happen. It is kind of interesting time of life, right? With the pandemic and riots and Black Lives Matter, and even God. And again, I blow this guy's name, Kanye West. Okay, I don't know. It's a weird one to me. I apologize. Definitely no offense. But however, the election race is very interesting to me, mostly because of the polarizing figures and so much controversy that kind of surrounds the whole thing. It'll be, no matter who wins, it'll definitely be interesting, I'm sure, because of the collusion factor that I feel most people kind of have an underlying feeling. Will Russia or even China have some sort of effect on this election? And I say probably. The Chinese government is ramping up efforts, I feel like, which is called their Belt and Road Initiative, to maybe topple the United States in some sort of economic battle. If not world war, dare I say it, especially around the election time. Things could get definitely interesting, especially when we get down to it. With the lockdowns, things might feel like they're moving kind of slow, but with just about 100 days from the election, things are definitely coming down to the wire. The news media is also an interesting story too, because if you look back at 2016, Trump's chances of winning were almost none, and here the news media is coming back and reporting that Joe Biden is leading this race. Maybe one of the more scary scenarios is probably this is Trump winning, and mostly because of the the pressure on Trump in general, and just the slew of negative outlook on him through, a good majority of the public don't really love Trump, right? So Trump winning could, I feel like, escalate rioting and make things very uncomfortable for Trump Trump voters. But Joe winning, it might feel like the same outcome, because Trump voters might be screaming collusion, collusion, collusion. And with some Obamagate investigation also going on, some things may come to light kind of at the end, similar to what happened with Hillary, with the investigation coming right down to the wire, maybe even being a tipping point in the election that helped Trump. It was quite clear early on in the voting, when those few key states like Florida and the Trump won a few very key areas. It was similar to how Obama won too, slipped in there, and then it was clear Hillary was probably not going to win from that point. But it was kind of interesting how the media made the whole thing out, and then boom, here Trump was president. I bet he didn't even think that he was going to win. It's just if the mood on that, I probably would have bet on Hillary also. But nonetheless, here he is, president, and gonna try to do that trick again. I still think if I had to pick a favorite, I would probably go with Trump. However, it would not surprise me, especially with the Democrats, and that they pull out all the punches to try to, get Joe in. But let's not forget our buddy Cayenne, Cayenne West. What an interesting story this fella is. I think that pretty much all the black people will be voting for him. And I say that because this could also have a ginormous effect on the election if he's able to get on the ballot. Now, that if might be one of the biggest question marks in all of this situation, because I could easily see a huge outcry to put Cayenne on the ballot. Black Lives Matter. If Trump can do it, why can't Cayenne? All these arguments, I think, could come into play and make Cayenne a contender. I think that it could be that weird. However, I don't know if it would be enough to actually win the election. However, I think it would be enough to have an effect on the outcome. Like I said earlier, if all the black people voted for Cayenne, I think that Trump would absolutely win, taking that percentage. The black voter out of the equation would probably, he would have no problem winning. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my perspective. I think it'll be very interesting. If for nothing else, they'll ramp up all the rioting and make it even more entertaining to watch. Have a wonderful Sunday.